It all began on a Tuesday. Not just any Tuesday, Tuna Tuesday. The big fat orange cat had one mission: steal the forbidden deluxe tuna tin from the top shelf of the fridge, the shelf no cat had reached. The shelf of legends. Carl, the human, had just gone to take a suspiciously long shower. Perfect window of opportunity. The cat stood on the kitchen counter like a furry ninja watermelon, staring up at his prize. He wiggled his butt. Calculations were being made. Physics laws were being ignored. He launched and immediately knocked over a vase, a coffee mug, a blender, and somehow, the Wi-Fi router. The fridge shook. The tuna tin fell. The cat gasped, but before it hit the ground, a laser shot through the kitchen window and vaporized it. PSSHHHHH. A black drone with glowing green eyes hovered in. A voice came from it. Agent Whiskerstein, you're in. The cat blinked. Meow. The drone dropped a tiny cat-sized earpiece and a scroll made of cheese paper. You've been selected to join PAWS, the Operational Agency of Worldwide Security. The cat tried to eat the scroll. The drone beeped. This message will self-destruct in 3, 2, 1. BOOF. Cheddar smoke filled the room. The cat coughed. Carl screamed from the shower. The mission had begun. Within 10 minutes, the fat orange cat was stuffed into a stealth suit made of recycled oven mitts and catnip-scented Kevlar. His new spy name? Agent Chankosaurus. He hated it, but he liked the vest. It had a snack pouch. The drone escorted him to HQ, a secret underground base disguised as a suspiciously large litter box in the middle of Carl's backyard. Inside, other agents scurried around, pigeons with Bluetooth beaks, owls wearing VR headsets, and even a mole in dark sunglasses, typing furiously on a holographic keyboard made of worms. A fancy pigeon wearing a monocle greeted him. Welcome to PAWS, Agent Chankosaurus. I'm Commander Beakston. Follow me, we have an emergency. The cat followed, slightly distracted by a ceiling fan. They entered the mission room, where a massive screen showed a red dot, zigzagging across a city map. This, Beakston explained, is not a joke. It's the laser pointer of chaos. The room gasped. Agent Chunkosaurus rolled onto his back and pawed at the air. Exactly, Beakston said gravely. It's being used by the villainous Dr. Squeako, a rogue hamster with world domination plans and the ability to operate touchscreen devices. Images appeared on screen: a hamster in a tiny lab coat, a cat army hypnotized by laser dots, a tuna reserve being rerouted to Switzerland. The orange cat's eyes narrowed. No one messes with his tuna, Beakston continued. Your mission: infiltrate Squeako's base, disguised as a pet grooming spot, and destroy the laser pointer of chaos before every feline on Earth is hypnotized into obedience. The cat stood up, meowed once, and immediately knocked over a bowl of holographic donuts. Excellent, said Beakston. You'll be teamed with our top agent, Tinsel, the robotic squirrel with commitment issues. A shiny robotic squirrel rolled in, sipping a juice box and muttering something about therapy. Let's do this, fuzzball, Tinsel said. The cat's tail. Together, they boarded a flying litterbox-shaped aircraft called the Purjet and took off into the sky. Agent Chunkosaurus yawned, curled into a ball, and took a nap mid-flight. The Purjet landed silently on the roof of what looked like an innocent pet grooming spa in the middle of downtown. Outside, a banner read Spectacular, full-body grooming for pets and evil geniuses, suspicious, extremely, Agent Chunkosaurus. And Tinsel dropped from the hatch with all the grace of a potato and a malfunctioning blender. The squirrel rolled into a potted plant. The cat bounced off a yoga goat. Smooth, said Tinsel, untangling himself from a bush. Do you ever heard of stealth? The cat responded by licking his butt and then knocking over a potted fern. Classic. Inside, they encountered bizarre sights: a ferret masseuse giving aromatherapy, a turtle waxing a chihuahua shell, and most disturbingly, a guinea pig doing eyebrow threading. Act natural, Tinsel whispered, strapping on a fake mustache over his already robotic face. The cat walked in confidently, as if he owned the place. One of the staff, a raccoon wearing a glittery robe, handed him a spa menu. Would Sir like the royal belly rub package or the deluxe tuna wrap today? The cat nodded at the tuna wrap and was immediately escorted to a plush chair, where soft jazz played and misty cucumber vapor filled the air. Focus, Agent Shonkazodu, Tinsel whispered through the cum. Dr. Squeako's lab is beneath the mud bathroom. Find a way in. The cat leaped off the chair, directly into the mud bath. Splaa at dot, which turned out to be atrapdoor.whoomp. The floor opened beneath him, and he slid down a slimy tunnel, landing belly first in a suspicious puddle of energy drink. Lights flickered on, robotic hamsters turned. To face him. In the center stood Dr. Squeako, twirling a laser pointer in one paw and sipping espresso from a Lego mug. So, the legendary orange menace arrives. The hamster squeaked. "You're too late. My laser pointer is set to chaos mode. Soon, all cats will chase ... and obey." The cat hissed dramatically, then got distracted by the laser. "No?" Tinsel screamed through the earpiece. "Don't fall for IT." The cat's eyes darted. Panic, urge to chase rising. Whiskers vibrating, but then snap, he remembered. He was a spy now, a professional, an elite chunky agent of PAWS with Herculean willpower. He turned away from the dot and sat on it. Dr. Squeako screamed. "Impossible! You sat on chaos." The cat raised one paw and knocked over a nearby console, which exploded. Squeako was launched across the room, bounced off a vending machine, and got stuck in a bubble bath mixer. Tinsel burst in, firing confetti grenades. "Mission accomplished," he shouted, chewing an acorn-flavored protein bar. Alarms blared. The spa began to collapse in cinematic slow motion. The spa-earned evil air crumbled behind them like overcooked lasagna. Explosions went off. Steam cannons blasted glitter. A robotic hamster flew by screaming, "I regret nothing." Agent Chunkosaurus and Tinsel dashed through the chaos, or, more accurately, Tinsel dashed, and the big fat orange cat waddled in majestic slow motion, knocking over everything in his path like a fuzzy bowling ball of destiny. "The Purgette's waiting on the roof," Tinsel yelled. "But we've got less than 30 seconds." The cat paused to lick his shoulder. A ceiling tile collapsed. He stared at it, then casually stepped over it, dragging half a towel behind him like a furry gladiator. They burst through the rooftop door, barely missing a falling guinea pig doing hot yoga, and climbed aboard the Purgette. Take off," shouted Tinsel to the autopilot, which was just a slightly drunk parrot wearing aviators. With a whoosh, the Purgette lifted off, leaving the spa fortress in a glorious mushroom cloud of shampoo-scented justice. Tinsel slumped into the seat, sighing. In relief, "We did it, Chonkosaurus. We saved the world. You resisted the laser pointer. That was ... legendary." The cat sat beside him, calm and majestic, until a red dot from the parrot's laser pin accidentally hit the floor. He exploded into action. Bam, bop, smack, WHIRL. He chased the dot all across the Purgette's dashboard, biting, slapping, flipping, and knocking all the buttons. "No, not that button." Kaboom! The Purgette performed an accidental barrel roll, launched its smoothie dispenser, and dropped 23 pounds of emergency catnip over the city. As sirens echoed below and birds swerved midair to dodge raining herbal chaos, the Purgette finally righted itself. Tinsel groaned. "We're never getting promoted." Back at HQ... Commander Beakston stood before a crowd of pixel pigeons and digital ferrets. Thanks to Agent Chonkosaurus, the laser pointer of chaos has been neutralized. Dr. Squeako has been sentenced to 30 years in a hamster wheel, and the world... is once again mostly safe. Everyone clapped. The cat was asleep on stage, drooling onto the podium microphone. His purring created a low, bass-heavy hum across the loudspeakers that made several pigeons pass out. A golden tuna trophy was rolled out beside him. He didn't wake up. Instead, he snored louder, the kind of snore that causes nearby furniture to tremble. Beakston nodded proudly. Let him rest. For when the world needs him again, he'll probably still be sleeping. Epilogue. The dot returns, somewhere deep in an abandoned cardboard box beneath the city. A single red laser dot blinked on dot and began to move.